Team 6, Maggie Thin, Christina Rozack, and Dana Corbett present UpCrowd Compatibility and Compliance Multi-Project for ISOM 655.
The marketing world is changing. Customers are demanding more high-quality content across multiple specialties, and they want it faster and cheaper than before. To meet these demands and maintain a competitive advantage, North American Graphics, a packaging design company, has acquired UpCrowd, a marketing startup that operates on a purely digital platform. UpCrowd has amassed a base of freelancers who have been vetted for different specialties of design work. UpCrowd is a new startup that offers on-demand marketing production. The company employs no creative or production personnel on staff. Instead, they offer client services and project management. To meet the marketing needs of their clients, they have curated a crowd of freelance professionals with skill sets that include copywriters, designers, and video editors. Collaboration with clients and freelancers are done on a digital platform on a project-to-project basis. This allows the operation to run flexible and lean, and the low overhead means services can be offered at significantly less cost to the clients. UpCrowd's team members include 3 client leads, 6 project managers, and 1 administrative staff. Client leads build and maintain customer relationships with the clients and secure marketing work by providing quoted proposals. Project managers then offer the work to their crowd of freelancers who submit jobs for the bid. They work with a freelancer with the winning bid to keep the projects on time and within scope. Once the work is accepted, freelancers are sent an email with a PO number to invoice UpCrowd their bid amount. Freelancers have options on what method to be paid, either through PayPal, Square, Wave, or QuickBooks. They are also given an option on the scheduling of payment. Full bid payment is remitted in 30 days. There is an option to accelerate payment to as quickly as 7 days, but there is a penalty. The administrative personnel deals with the client invoicing and freelancer payments. North American Graphics wishes to utilize the freelancers as temporary labor when extra capacity is needed, or if project work requires skill sets that are not found within the in-house designers. For UpCrowd to be beneficial, they must meet the compliance and compatibility standards with North American Graphics. As with any acquisition, compliance and compatibility with parent company standards is a must. Currently, UpCrowd faces a few issues that hamper compliance and compatibility: quality control over freelancer work, and accounting administration. Work that will be outsourced from the parent company to UpCrowd freelancers needs to be of the same caliber, or the work will be unacceptable to deliver to the clients. Accounting and administrative principles between UpCrowd and North American Graphics are not standardized and need correlation. North American Graphics is publicly owned and is subject to SOX internal control requirements, SEC revenue recognition standards, and GAAP accounting compliance. UpCrowd was privately owned, was run from independent billing software, and had different but legal accounting methods. Thus, UpCrowd faces a multi-project wherein 2 separate but vitally important facets of the company processes shall be improved to not only meet compliance with NAG, but to also meet compatibility standards.
There have been unpaid projects due to client dissatisfaction. Utilizing benchmarking will help set the bar for work and quality. Using benchmarking will allow for more accurate comparisons and data collection, so a standardized baseline of expectations can be created and readily available to the entire staff. These benchmarks should include key points such as establishing work speed and completion speed parameters, setting goals such as error rates less than 2% and reworks under 1%, establishing checkpoints to keep freelancers on track, continued leadership development to coach and maintain freelancer commitment. It is important to understand that a customer's perception of quality may be different from internal perceptions. Customer feedback through surveys, social media, and standardized forms will allow for more thorough data collection and analysis. This can help identify areas that will need more focus and improvement. QuickBooks has been traditionally used by UpCrowd for accounting practices and requires that sales are recognized once the client was invoiced and expenses are recorded once paid. But new accounting GAAP compliance requires revenue recognized when earned and expenses recorded once they occur. Late payment to freelancers has also been a pain point for the one-person administrative unit. To properly recognize revenue and expenses, project managers will need to give progress updates on each project at month end so the appropriate action is taken for each project's current status. It will require effort, strong leadership, and close quality monitoring to control improvement so the acquisition of Upcrowd into the parent company can be smooth and efficient, and so work can continue to be completed at high levels to customers. All standards applied for improvement should meet Roomba. They must be realistic, understandable, measurable, believable, and achievable. Data collected can be used to create a series of charts and graphs. This will allow for thorough analysis and will help identify areas of strength and weakness. All financial practices are expected to adhere to federal and state law, and data collected pertaining to administrative practices could include error percent, late payment percent, but also it should consider administrative work speed, wages, and output to determine if the one-person unit is the most efficient route to take. Through benchmarking and better data analysis, we expect quality to improve. Upcrowd's ability to meet parent company compliance standards should allow for favorable results regarding both customer and internal retention and increased net income. Failure to adhere to compliance and compatibility standards could result in significant losses for both Upcrowd and the parent company. A QLF projection demonstrates the cost incurred when staff or freelancers fail to meet customer requirements. According to the QLF, every rework would cost the parent company roughly $52.57 per hour. This could add up to a substantial loss over the course of a year.
This two-faceted multi-project is both essential and worth the investment. With a risk assessment of 30% and a return assessment of 53%, this project sits squarely in the stars category on the risk matrix. While this project has a high return rate and little risk of failure, there are problems which are foreseeable. As with any steps towards change, and especially with an acquisition state, staff and freelancers alike may be resistant to adaptations and changes. Also, there are potentially gaps between in-house staff quality deliverables and freelancer quality deliverables, which could lead to customer quality fluctuations. Finally, while the two companies strive to standardize and synchronize operating practices, there may be both in-house and freelancer difficulties as the two very different types of businesses merge into one very practical and successful operation. Despite these potential problems, there are good solutions to be had, and those start with quality leadership. Quality leadership can motivate resistant staff toward the new changes, as well as help retain freelancers struggling with the new organization. The same quality leadership will need to be responsible for clearly defining quality standards, operating procedures, etc., in order to pave the way for quality customer relationship management. Leadership should also be open and flexible as the two organizations implement projected process improvements, while also maintaining distinct guidelines of standardization.
Successful integration of Upcrowd into North American Graphics carries many benefits to NAG. By having access to the Upcrowd platform, North American Graphics will be able to outsource design work when needed, such as project work that is deadline sensitive or when workload is higher than capacity. North American Graphics will be able to reduce overtime costs, recruiting and training costs, as well as deliver projects in a timely manner. The improvements to project work that North American Graphics can offer, if able to utilize highly skilled temporary labor at a lower cost, provides not only immediate benefit, but enables the company to bid and quote on additional projects. Successful implementation can deliver future revenues and market share that can ensure long-term profitability.